Are you excited for Swan Boat?
Yeah. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So we're out here on Swan Lake, in Echo Park. Magical swan boats in the movie. This is from the movie Swan Lake. Geez, the camera's not on me. Am I in the frame?
You're in the
I'm
frame.
doing my exposition right now.
You're in the frame. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Tell me about the movie Swan Lake.
So it's about a lake with swans, and they do some ballet. And I think that's a turtle. Look at him. Look at the turtle.
Where?
See the little like brown bump? Oh, he's gone. He's swimming in it.
Justin, do you think you could live in LA?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'd be pretty cool to live out here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to live out here. Get my first Disney check and make the move out here. Once the mouse buys me a house, I think we'll be good. Or Santa Monica. Getting a place in Santa Monica is that's my favorite. Actually, staying in Venice is pretty cool too. We've stayed in Venice a few times. That's pretty great. That house we stayed in Venice is pretty sweet. Tiny, but pretty cool. I don't know what we do with the dogs though. They have to take up like some sort of hobby or something. It's not like going outside.
I want to be that duck on that little buoy thing.
You can't be busy.
So we're leaving LA, headed out to Joshua Tree now. Have about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours before we get there. So what did we do today? We got here, we got
on an airplane.
We got on an airplane. We didn't sleep much,
No.
which is proving to make this trip interesting. Got to LA, we got donuts at Sidecar. We've been to Sidecar like a bunch of times. It's our tradition. They have really delicious donuts. I'm gonna have you rate everything we did today on a scale of 1 to 5. So Sidecar, how would you rate Sidecar on a scale of 1 to 5?
It's like a 3, 4. They're busy, so we can get to sit outside. I'm gonna say a 4 though.
Yeah, I would definitely say at least a 4. It was kind of a bummer that we couldn't sit there. We had to sit in the car. That was, I think, the first time we had to not sit in there. Then we went to the La Brea Tar Pits, which neither of us had been to before. How would you rate the tar pits?
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5?
Yeah.
Why?
Too much pit, not enough tar.
That's a Yelp review if I've ever heard one. Seriously, 2 out of 5?
Yep. Too much pit, not enough tar.
I don't know what to say to that. I would give it at least a 4 out of 5.
I thought it was fine actually. I thought it was really cool to kind of see that in person. It was really neat.
Yeah, I just thought that the volume of fossils that they've pulled out of there is just incredible, and what everything they've been able. The wall of direwolf skulls is really cool. Just the amount of information that they've everything they've been able to learn from just like a giant, several giant holes full of perfectly preserved animal skeletons is just. It's just mind blowing to me, and plants. Like it's so cool. I was very impressed by it, and I also liked the parts of the museum where they talked about like the actual excavation process and stuff like that.
Yes.
I would definitely give that at least a 4 out of 5, probably a 5 out of 5. I would definitely say that everyone should see it at least once if you're in the area.
And I think if you're there, you need to use the augmented reality features around the park and take your pictures with prehistoric animals.
That is also a thing that you can do at the La Brea Tar Pits. Yes,
it was fun.
You can. It was fun. You can scan the QR codes and then take pictures of you with like a Minecraft looking giant sloth. It was fun. It was a good time. After the tar pits, we went to
cemetery?
Right, the cemetery. Yeah, we went to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, which is hard for me to rate I think if you're someone who's like really into old Hollywood, you'd probably love it. There's a ton of interesting people buried there, and they give you a really comprehensive map of like anyone who's, you know, of note who is buried there. It's not very big. I would probably also give that either a 3 or a 4 out of 5 because it is very beautiful. It's very peaceful. There were lots of ducks. I enjoyed the ducks and the egret and the peacocks.
Turtles.
And the turtles. And there was a koi. I forget what that one part of the cemetery was called that we went to that had the big pond that was kind of around someone's personal mausoleum, who was like the son of a copper baron. That was interesting.
I am a copper baron.
Justin, what would you give Hollywood Forever Cemetery?
I think give it a 4 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was really neat. I think it was really amazing to kind of see like these like the architectural pieces there, and some of those like mausoleums were really beautiful. Like there's that one pink one that had like Judy Garland in it. That was really pretty.
Yeah, it was cool. My one complaint about it, and I think this had to do with the fact that they were setting up for an event, but the mausoleum where Dick Dale and a bunch of other people was closed early. There's a sign on it that said it was supposed to be open until 4, and we were there at like 3:10, I think, and it was already locked up. So that was kind of frustrating. But I think that's because they were setting up for an event. So not a big deal. Definitely worth seeing, I think. Even if you're not necessarily interested in like the people who are buried there, I think it's worth seeing. So after that, we went and got alcohol. We'd been looking for this canned margarita, which is like, I don't know, it's my favorite canned margarita. Is it your favorite canned margarita?
Yes.
Okay, it's both of our favorite canned margaritas. It's called Reyes y Cobardes, and the first place we had it was at Bar John in Philadelphia, but they don't serve it anymore, which is a real bummer. Bar John, yeah, you should put it back on your menu.
Yeah.
Anyway, we found it here. It's hard to find. We found it here. We got it at Ramirez Beverage. Ramirez, we appreciate that you had it because we couldn't find it anywhere. So we got a couple of those, and we got some other fun stuff to try. And after that, we went to In-N-Out, which for me is always a 5 out of 5. Our go-to order is double animal style, and with fries, and we got shakes. Delicious. Would you also give that a 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
On our way to J Tree. See you in a little bit. Yeah.
Excuse me, can we answer some questions, please? What's it like being a Hollywood cemetery peafowl? Nope. No comment? I'm sorry. I offended it. Alright, let's go. Damn.